And you know, as work continues on the Bella Vista bypass, I know a lot of us are eager for that project to be done. RDOT is already looking ahead to the next Interstate 49 project. This time it's in the River Valley. And who better to report on this than 4029's Robert Suhr, who's basically an expert at this point. He's in Fort Smith with the story.
Guys, good evening to you. Now, besides some very small and little used sections of I-49 in and around the Fort Smith area, for all intents and purposes, I-49 ends right here where it meets I-40 just outside of Alma. But RDOT officials tell me they have plans to break new ground to get you around. Around Fort Smith, that is. RDOT wants to finish what's considered the missing piece of I-49 by extending the interstate another 13 miles from I-40 near Alma to Highway 22 in Barling. I sat down with RDOT District 4 engineer Chad Adams, who tells me even though it seems the Bella Vista bypass is getting all the attention, they have not forgotten about the River Valley.
If we could have rubbed the lamp and made it all appear 30 years ago, that would have been great, but the reality is that it costs money and it takes time.
He adds the new road will also include a long bridge that will cross not only the Arkansas River, but a floodplain that is along the river. Now, once it's complete, the new 13-mile section of Interstate 49 will dump you off here onto an already completed section of Arkansas Route 549 that will be eventually renamed Interstate 49. Now, this section of road takes drivers from Barling, where I am currently, all the way southbound to where it ends at Highway 71 in the southern part of Fort Smith. Adams adds once work gets underway, the existing interchange at I-40 won't change that much.
It was originally built and designed with the understanding that eventually, that would happen.
It's also important to note officials are just starting a new environmental impact statement, as the previous one is too old and has essentially expired. The new road will be built using money from the newly passed Issue 1. The highway will be built similar to the Bella Vista bypass, where just 2 lanes will be constructed, with traffic moving in both directions on the same side. The other side of the road will be completed once additional funding is secured. But Issue 1 funds won't start rolling in until 2023, meaning it could be a few years before the first shovel goes into the ground. And guys, officials tell me that once all of that construction wraps up the next couple of years, that this will then become the ending point for I-49, where it dumps you off onto Highway 71 at exit 187 in the southern portion of Fort Smith. However, and I don't want to get your hopes up on this, after that, plans could get underway in the design phase for the next part of extending I-49, which would take motorists from this location in the southern part of Fort Smith all the way down to Y City. And if you look behind me, I-49 certainly looks like it is begging to be extended. Along the future portion of I-49 in the southern part of Fort Smith, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.
See what I mean? Basically an expert, so we can always count on Robert to keep us in the loop as far as those projects are concerned.
Absolutely.